We're back again with another author, Mr. Norwood Holland.
Norwood Holland.
Norwood Holland, okay. Can you tell us what brought you here? And your book's a very interesting character on the front of the book.
Right. I came here to support literacy.
Okay.
And I think my books are the kind that interest people in learning how to read.
Okay.
Basically, it's for older readers, not necessarily older, but older than young adults.
Okay.
And I say that because...
More seasoned?
Yes, because they say YA literature shouldn't have sex in it. My books do have some sexual content. I write the Drew Smith series, and Drew Smith is the character on the cover. He is a DC trial attorney, and this is a legal thriller. It's a page-turner. It's based on an actual crime in D.C. called the Colonel Brooks Tavern Murders.
Oh, wow.
And Drew Smith plays a part in tracking down the robbers, more or less.
Oh, crime and corruption in D.C.
Yeah, but it's not the political kind. What's interesting about my book is that I'm a native Washingtonian, and I try to catch the local color. So I capture the local neighborhoods, and you don't see much of that on national TV. People are mostly focused on the White House or the congressional scene. Mm-hmm. This is my second title, which is actually a prequel. It goes back to when Drew Smith first graduated from law school.
Oh, wow.
And one of his first cases, he's representing a buddy of his, Medhat, who gets himself in trouble because he likes to frequent clubs, and he does drugs, and he has prostitutes for friends.
Oh, wow.
But Medhat is he's an Arab American. He was born in the United States, but his father is Egyptian and his mother is from the Caribbean. My books are multicultural. The characters are Latino, Asian, Anglo-Saxon, Arabs, you name it. I try to capture the various faces of D.C., which has a very international population.
Right. So let me ask you, are you by any chance of attorney or former attorney or?
I am, in fact. And I built my platform on my career, more or less, so my knowledge of the law.
Okay.
And so came in very helpful. I grew up liking Perry Mason stories.
Okay.
And I wanted to create an African American Perry Mason.
Oh, wow.
And I did that with Drew Smith.
Oh, wow. So what can we find out a little bit more about Mr. Drew Smith? What is he going to be doing in the future?
Actually, the Drew Smith series, as it stands now, is made up of 4 volumes.
Okay.
There's Sleepless Nights, which came out first. The second issue was -1, which came out this year. In the spring of 2014, -1 will come out. Snakehead will come out. And in 2015, Summer's Satisfaction will come out.
Okay.
And that will complete the series, and I'll move on to something else.
Okay. So do you take a year to write one novel, or do you do it over a course of years?
Well, I started writing in the 90s, and it took me then about 2 years to write a book. I built the series over a period of 10 years, really.
Oh, wow.
And I started pitching it to editors and agents, and they would say, "Oh, well, this is good. It's very good, but it's not for us." They didn't think they could fit it into their list.
Always.
Well, I said, well, my friends and relatives are reading it, they're liking it, so it has to have an audience somewhere.
Right.
So I self-publish, and I'm finding an audience in events like this one and across the country.
So do you think you would ever go big-time publishing, or do you think you would keep it more personable, being self-published?
Well, I started my own publishing company, and I like being my own boss.
Yes.
I like setting my own deadlines.
Yes.
They would have to offer me an awful big chunk of change for me to sell out at this point. But
like the freedom and all that kind of stuff.
Indeed.
Okay. Well, there you have it. We have Mr. Holland here live at the book festival, and we will be back in a moment. And thank you for tuning in to Black Butterfly Media.